Well, ladies and gentlemen, you've just heard a real force of nature, Senator Duffy, and he is a great source of strength to our party. He goes all over the country talking to people and expressing our basic philosophy. And as I said, I think it's just wonderful that he's in our party and he's one of our senators.
Hear, hear.
Now, I've been asked to say a few words about John, and those few words are mischievous and clever. He has the complete confidence of the Prime Minister. He has to. He dates his wife. John is at the center of each question period, and he substitutes for the Prime Minister 2 or 3 times a week. And if a minister is in trouble, John defends him. And his normal defenses are, it never happened, you got the wrong guy, or he talks about the wonderful things that our government has done, over and over and over.
Here, here.
Eventually they get bored. I'm certain that he kissed the Blarney Stone because he can talk his way out of any problem. If you need someone to defend a hopeless situation, he is your man. There doesn't seem to be any political difficulty that will stop him. Why, I've even seen him compliment David McGuinty.
Wow.
When he's not busy, he harasses the opposition. Sometimes he's a bit rambunctious and with his harassment, and I've delegated Lynn Yelich, who sits right behind him, to poke him every time he gets out of control. So I just yell, Lynn, and she knows what to do, and she pokes John. And he settles down. Now, one of the best days in the last Parliament, he showed up at the Comments Committee and harassed the chair. He was really exuberant, yelling, interrupting, acting outraged. Later that same day, he was declared Parliamentarian of the Year. Now, this is a much-deserved award for him. It really is. And the CBC, during their evening news segment, played a clip of John in committee and the other part getting his award. And I guess they were highlighting an apparent discord. Or a disconnect, I should say. Unlike the CBC, I didn't see any disconnect because that segment demonstrates both his mischievousness as well as his cleverness. He's admired by the great majority of parliamentarians who would really like to have his abilities. And under all that mischievousness, John is a fine individual who has a good heart. He likes to find a reasonable solution to any problem. The only difficulty I have is that he never likes saying no, even to the opposition. I have to say no all the time. On the serious side, he's a very effective minister. He performed very well at Treasury Board, and in particular, getting the Accountability Act through a very reluctant Parliament.
Here, here.
He handled the hot potato of the Environment Department, defending our reasoned and steady approach to protecting the environment against the radical position of the opposition parties. Now, he's a really good House leader. He's always on top of his files, and he outmaneuvers the other House leaders on a regular basis. In fact, the weekly meetings are something to behold. Drama, drama, drama. I think he could handle any job in cabinet. And John is what we call a star candidate. And he would be a star in any party, and thankfully he's in ours.
Right on.
No matter how busy he is, he's been a good MP for this riding, meeting the needs of the constituents, and I wouldn't want to be one of his competitors. If you have not volunteered, donated, or taken a sign, I recommend you do it now to help John. If you've already done it, get your friends involved. I want to remind you that this is not a riding like Pierre's. John doesn't have a bridge. Victory must be achieved on the ground. You have to win house by house and apartment by apartment. We need John back in the house. Heck, Lorraine needs him. Canada needs him. We all need him. Do all you can to return John, your outstanding candidate, as the Member of Parliament for Ottawa West Nepean. And when you go to bed at night, think, elect John. When you get up in the morning, think, elect John. And don't forget to vote. Thank you very much.